You guys are definitely not going to want any excuses, which is understandable. I'm upset with myself. Oh, God, I can't get a break. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I would love to have you join my little band of misfit toys. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a quick get ready with me because I'm going to a nail appointment and I don't have much time, so I don't know if this is going to happen. I have filmed a few videos previously and they were just disasters, so I couldn't in good conscience upload them. But yeah, if you're interested in, like, I'm gonna do like my everyday kind of makeup routine. Well, not everyday makeup routine, but I don't want to look like this when I go to the nail salon. I want to look a little bit more alive and refreshed. So when I am wearing makeup, this is kind of what I would go for. I also have a couple of new things that I want to incorporate here. So if you would like to see this video, stay tuned. My method of applying makeup is a little bit different from most people that I see here on YouTube, and that's okay. I have unruly lashes, so even if I'm not applying eyeshadow, I start with my eyes to get my lashes out of the way, so I'm not like trying to touch my face and do all of that in order to get my lashes on after I have done my base. First up, I'm going to be going in with this primer by Sephora. This is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Primer. It is for the eyes. I don't use it for the eyes, I use it for my eyebrows because I have oily eyebrows. I'm going to run a little bit of this through my brows because it helps with oiliness, which is key to keeping your eyebrows on, especially if you're using a pencil or a powder product, which I generally use. I don't use a pomade. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia 7B angled brush. I'm going to take the spoolie end and I'm just going to brush that product through my brows. My brows are usually the last thing that I do in my makeup routine. I don't know why. It's changed over the years. I used to do my brows first and outline them and do the whole halo thing, and I was walking around looking crazy for a little while. Then I learned how to do that a little bit better, and then I decided to go with this because my eyes have changed as I've grown older, and that's just the reality of things. Next, I'm going to go in with some concealer to act as a base. Even though I'm not wearing eyeshadow, my eyelids are darker than the rest of my face and I want to even things out. So I'm going in with the Revolution or Makeup Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 12.5. I'm just going to take a flat concealer brush, any brush that looks like it will do, and I will take a little bit of the concealer. This is what the brush looks like right there. I already did this eye off camera. Kind of messed up there because I wasn't close enough as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to do my problematic eye on camera. I'm going to underline first the brow to define the shape that I want. Oops. There's all this white concealer off, so it's really good. I'm going to take this down more onto the lid. Then I'm going to add a little bit more. Gotta get really close to the base of the lash line. You don't want any dark spots peeking through. Generally, I let my concealer sit on my eyes for a little bit and then pat it out so it gets a little bit dry and I don't lose much of the coverage. I'm going to take a large flat shader brush, looks like that, and I'm going to work the concealer in and make sure that there's no streakiness. Usually I would just do this if I weren't setting it and leave it like this. However, I am going to be setting it with powder because I'm not going in with any eyeshadow. Get there underneath the brow bone. Next, I'm going to be going in with the MAC Studio Fix powder. It's in the shade C6. That's what it looks like right there. As you can see, it's well loved and well used. And I'm going to go in with the same brush that I use to set the concealer. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this powder and set my lid so there's no creasing. I usually use a larger brush for this, but I'm trying something new here. And get up in the brow bone. Just a little bit on the damp side there. Don't want that. I could swipe a little bit, but mostly just pat. Now that I've set my eyelids, I'm going to go in with my lashes by Tatti Lashes. They're the TL4. They're super wispy. They remind me of the Lily lashes in the style Miami. And I'm going to be using lash glue by House of Lashes. I'm going to be using the clear one. That's what it looks like right there. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera because it is white. I'm just going to put a small layer on my lashes and then wait for them to dry, and I will show you the struggle of me putting them on. While I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm going to go in with mascara. I have fetus lashes, you see, so it doesn't matter what mascara I use because they're so little itty bitty, like nothing very much changes them, and I always cover them up with lashes anyways. But I am going to go in with this MAC Extended Play Gigablack because it is one of my faves. It actually does a little something for my brows, so I continue to repurchase this, especially, not my brows, my lashes, especially my lower lashes, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm in the market for new lash glue because from what I've heard and from what I've experienced, House of Lashes has changed their formula, and it's like I'm literally ripping the little lashes I do have out whenever I take off my lashes now, which is really upsetting. So I went from nothing to nothing and 1/8 of a centimeter. Okay, so I think the first lash is good to go. I don't know how I'm going to do this, honestly. Oh, here we go. So I have to like pull my eyelid taut because, as I said, my lashes are so curly and unruly. I can't just plop them on like I see other people do. I think it's amazing. I wish I could, but no such luck. I have to do what I have to do to adapt to my particular eye. And that is the first lash on. Do you see how wispy those look? Even without a base or any eyebrow product, my face has already transformed. I love these lashes. If you can't get a hold of the lilies or they're a little bit too expensive, even though this brand is a UK based brand, the lashes still turn out cheaper even with shipment, so I suggest that you give them a try. Okay, both lashes are on and I already feel amazing, as I said before. Now it's time to prime my face. I'm going to go in with 2 different primers because my face has different needs. In the T-zone, oilier, so I use a mattifying, pore perfecting type of primer, and then on the perimeters of my face and the rest of my face I use a more moisturizing primer. So for my mattifying primer, I'm going to go in with the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. That's it right there. I know it's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with lighting. But it's a foam. I'm going to shake it up. Does it say to shake it up? Yes, shake well and dispense. It's a foam, so it comes out really weird. It's kind of cool though. I like it. It works for me anyways. Look at that. Ooh, how cool. Okay, so I'm going to put some here on the sides of my nose. My forehead, and a little bit here. A little bit truly goes a long way with this primer, which is good. It's kind of strange at first, but it is very cooling. I guess it's the nature of being in the aerosol can and being a foam. Now I'm going to go in with my more moisturizing primer. This is the Guerlain Lure primer. I hope I'm saying that right. And that is it right there. It has gold flecks in it, and it's super expensive and over the top. I want to use it up, so that's why I'm using it right now. And as I said, I'm putting it on the rest of my face. It feels so nice. It smells really nice too. It's not overpowering like a lot of face products can be by more high-end brands, which I really appreciate. Because I really can't with overpowering scents. It makes you wonder what the hell is in it and what it's going to do to your skin, realistically speaking. Next, for foundation, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite foundations. It is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. That is it right there. This is in the shade Macao Medium Dark 4. I'm going to give it a shake. And to apply this, I usually use a Japanese sponge. I haven't been using beauty blenders lately because they are a lot more expensive than the Japanese sponge, and they tend to tear a lot sooner than the Japanese sponge, so I decided that I'm going to stick with those. But I'm going to be trying this sponge right here. It is the Juno&Co Microfiber Velvet Sponge. Just have a look at that sponge. Can you see the furriness? It's like a blanket or a towel. I don't know, it's really strange. It feels strange. This one is a little bit dampened, and when it's dry it feels the same way. I've never used this, so let's give it a go. I've seen all the hype about it. I think I'm going to put some foundation on it. I'm not sure. It comes with a little booklet that tells you what to do. Like, I don't know how to use a sponge at this point. However, I'm going to see. You have to apply it to your hand and not directly onto the sponge, as it will transfer too thick. I don't see a problem with that. I like full coverage. So I'm going to put a couple of drops on the sponge, like so. Oops. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation. Yes. Coverage push through. It is actually a lot thicker. My God. I didn't even put that much, and I feel like it can spread a lot further than if I'm using even my Japanese sponge or a brush or another type of blender. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's like going into the other side of my face. So maybe on this side I'm gonna have to do what they say and actually put some, not on the back of my hand, because I don't particularly like that, but on my face. So on this side I'm gonna put 2 little drops on my face. Yeah, that's more in sync with what I get out of regular beauty sponges that are not like this. So I can add more as I go, which I feel more comfortable with. And definitely have to get my chin because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation there and underneath. Down the neck because I don't want to look like a floating face, you know. I avoid underneath my under eyes because I'm going to put concealer there, and because I have fine lines, I don't want to have double the product. So that's why I do that intentionally. Put a little bit over my lips. So that's pretty much the application complete. Now it's time to go in with concealer. For my concealer today, I'm using a concealer that is new to me. I've only used it a couple of times. It's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. Those are big claims. I have not used it without setting it with powder, and I'm not sure if I want to do that today. Maybe I'll give it a try. We'll see. That is the concealer right there. The shade range is kind of shaky to me. When I went into the boutique here in the city, I looked at them and I was kind of like, just not sure. But they said it's all about undertones, so we will see. Put it as I usually do. I'm not sure how I feel about that sponge. Underneath my eyes, this may seem like a lot. Don't judge me if you want to. Suit yourself, but this is what I like. And in the middle of the forehead. I'm not going to let this dry. I'm just going to pat it in. I usually use something with more of a point for underneath my under eyes, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and rack out with this one. What do you think? It's pretty bright. I like the color, I must say. Out of all the colors that they had available, this was my favorite one. I like it a lot. Yes, that is super nice, super brightening, but not like ashy or anything like that, which is great. So now I'm going to set this concealer with this flat brush, and I'm going to be going in with my Studio Fix powder in C6 underneath my eyes. I had been staying away from setting everything, but now I'm back into it. I don't know why. I'm going to do a little bit down the bridge of my nose, but not my entire nose, because I still have to contour, and I'm going to cream contour, which we're going to see in a second. So that's how it looks set. Oh my goodness, it is perfection. I'm loving it so far. Very impressed. I just think the shade range could use a little bit of help. For my nose contour, I'm going to be going in with the Nudestix Nudies Tinted Blur Stick in the shade Deep 10. It's a twist up, which I love. Just twist up like that. And I am just going to be putting little lines down my nose. I'm just going to be using this for my nose. And the brush I'm going to be using is the JD Weighty something. It's a dual-ended brush, and that is the flat end. And then this is the fluffier end, which I'm going to be using to blend out this contour. Ooh, I love this. It just like snatches my nose and just the right way. Look at that. Looks like I got a nose job, huh? Well, to me it does. Next is face powder. I'm going to be going in with the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark Deepest. This new packaging comes with a mirror, which is really nice. I'm going to be going in with a fluffy brush. I'm just going to be buffing that into the skin. There's not much coverage with this, which is good because I'm not looking for any more coverage. I'm just basically trying to set. I do my highlighter before I do my bronzer or contour because I don't want it to get muddy. So I'm going to go in with my highlighter. It's by the Crayon Case. It's the Honor Roll highlighter. It is massive. It's like half the size of my face. It is super pretty. Look at that prism-like design. Really nice. I've got everything to do a full face, save for the base, from this brand, the Crayon Case. I got the box of crayons, the Watch Me Blush palette, their brow pomade, and a whole bunch of other things. So if you would like to see that, leave a comment down below and I can definitely do that. So I'm going to go in with this highlighter. I'm going to take it on a little tiny brush like that. This is by Zoeva. This is an eyeshadow brush, I believe. Yeah, 228 crease brush. And, ooh, look at that though. I love highlight. It's like one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. Look at that already. You can't beat that glow. I like to put a little bit on my forehead that would reach the high points where the light would hit my face. There's no such thing as too much highlight. Look at that. A little bit here. And a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to use my finger to do that. How nice is that? And tip of my nose. Not too much, because it can get a little bit out of hand with the nose highlight. Just kind of like blend it into the nose so it looks like a faint glow. That's what we have going on. I am loving it. Almost done. I have to get out of the door anyways. I don't want to be late. I'll be going in with this Bobbi Brown bronzing powder. It is in the shade Deep 4. I wasn't sure this was going to work for me, but it actually does. I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush than I usually do. This is the Zoeva 126 Luxe Cheek Finish. I think I'm going to go for a more bronzy situation today. Ooh. I forgot how much I love this brush. I'm going to do my jawline to add that warmth. When I take pictures, it's so hard to get the color correctly because the lighting washes me out, and then if it doesn't wash me out, it washes my makeup out. So it's just a lot of trial and error. So sometimes I look super light, sometimes I look darker than I am. It is madness. Put a little bit up here. I like how that looks. For my brows today, I'm going to be using a brow powder. I don't want anything too intense, so I'm going to be going in with this brow powder duo by Anastasia. It is in the shade dark brown. This is what it looks like right here. I don't use the lighter side because I have no use for that, and I only use this side right here. I'm going to be doing one eye on camera and the other eye off camera. If not, this video is going to be an hour long because my brows take me forever. So I'm going to start out with my left brow. I'm going to go in with an angled brush, also by Anastasia. It's a dual-ended brush. It's the 7B, or is it the 7? The markings, no, this is just the 7. The 7B is a little bit longer. I usually use that brush, to be honest, but this works just fine as well. I start by outlining underneath my brow. Just like that. Extend the tail a little bit. And I take a little bit of the product, I brush it up a little bit. I'm doing a quick brow for you guys. Then I have to extend the front of my brow because I'm just missing from over plucking and stuff like that. I make little strokes. You know what I want to try? That MAC like marker thing. I don't know what it's called. Have any of you ever tried it? It's fairly new, but it looks really interesting. It's like it can make great hair strokes. I'm just defining the top of my brow now. Bring it more of a shape because I like very structured brows. Well, depending on the look, I can do like a super bushy, more natural brow with just like brow gel. How do we feel about that brow? Oh no, the underneath is looking crazy. How do we feel about that brow compared to that brow? Brow done. Naked brow. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Whoever said that brows are sisters, not twins, were sorely mistaken because not only are mine twins, but they are identical ones at that. Well, today they are. I don't want to speak too soon because I may come back here with janky, crazy looking brows. Now it's time for my lips, some setting spray, and I will be all done and ready to run out of the door because I am late. So I was deciding between a nude lip and a red lip. And I think I'm going to go for the red. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. That's it right there. It's a gorgeous red. One of my favorite reds. One of my favorite liquid lipstick formula. I even like the applicator It is truly amazing. It hugs the lips really nicely. So I'm going with this. Do you see that? I literally went in one time for my top and bottom lip, and I have full pigmentation. I love this lipstick. I love the formula. I love the color. Now it's time for some setting spray, and I'm going to get out of here. For setting spray, I used Urban Decay All Nighter. That's it right there. It never fails me. Let me give it a shake. Just a new one, and spray. A few inches away from the face, not right on it. Nice. I usually have my little fan here. However, it's over there somewhere in one of my drawers. And yeah, that is it. This is the finished look. This is what I would wear to liven myself up and make myself feel a little bit better when I do want to wear makeup. It may be a lot for some people. However, this is what I like. Sometimes I go with a little less makeup and no makeup at all, most days actually. So yeah, look at this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I'm going to try to put those buttons somewhere on the screen, along with my social media handles for Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. If not, I will definitely leave them down below. If you have anything that you would like to see from me, reviews, first impressions, get ready with me's, haul videos, just leave it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.